What's up guys, Sin here. I just want to make a quick tutorial video on how to sync up Native Instruments Maschine to Ableton Live. There are apparently a bunch of videos out there on how to do this. Some of the ones that I've found kind of quickly flow through really fast and not really show you exactly what buttons to hit and exactly what to do properly. So I decided to make this because I ran into the same issues and was kind of curious of what the video creators were, which buttons they were hitting, because I was kind of new to this as well, but I kind of figured it out with a little help from some friends and from just me messing around. So I wanted to just kind of post my own version. Hopefully it will help you as it helped me. So let's just immediately get right into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to copy over excuse me, the controller files for Maschine. On mine, it's located in Applications, Native Instruments, Controller Editor, Template Support Files, Ableton Live 8, Maschine Controller. And there you will find all your PYC files, which are the files that it needs to talk to Ableton with. And then the next thing you want to do is click on this, and then you want to copy the Maschine Controller folder. I've already done this, so I don't need to do that right now. The next thing you want to do is open up another one and actually find the live application icon. Mine's located in Applications, Live, and then there it is, Live. What you want to do for this is you want to click on this and show package contents. Once that shows, then you'll open up a new window, click on Contents, App Resources, and then MIDI Remote Scripts. And then inside here are all the different remote scripts for all the different remote controllers that are out there in the world that work for Live. And as you can see, there's quite a lot. So the next thing you want to do is you want to click in here, and then ultimately you would this would say paste. But I've already done that, so I don't, again, it doesn't need to be done. So here it is, right here. Here's the folder that was over here. Same exact folder, same exact files, so that's already in there. So now, go ahead and close all this garbage out, and then go ahead and open up Ableton. As you can see here, I have a blank slate. I've already inserted Maschine on my first MIDI track, so I will show you with my video camera how to kind of operate things. But before I do that, let's go into the preferences and make sure your MIDI file or your MIDI preferences are set up. So I have on here, I have it in number 2, but you can have it in number 1 if you want. The control surface input and output as a Maschine controller. And then down in the MIDI ports, you want input and output on for track and then on for remote. Sync isn't really necessary for us right now, so we'll just leave those off. You can go ahead and close it. So ultimately, when you bring up Maschine, it will show up here, and it will have ultimately, I'm going to click on this to clear that. I loaded up this Alkaloid kit just to throw in a kit. You can throw in whatever the hell you want, but I just threw in this just as just a basic standard kit, just to let you hear. So on the camera itself, or on Maschine itself, I should say, I have it just as you normally would boot up Maschine. And as you can see, I will go ahead and just hit a bunch of pads, and you're going to hear all the different sounds. So all these are all the 16 pads, are all the sounds that the kit I loaded. Now that's fine and dandy, but however, what we want to do is have Maschine actually use as a controller as well to control audio samples inside of Ableton. So first things first, let's throw some samples in here. I'm just going to throw some random samples, and then I'll go back to the controller and show you exactly what to hit. So put this camera down real quick. We'll exit out of here, and then I'm going to just throw in let's see here. Let's just go in. I'll just throw this in here. Again, I'm just going to throw some random stuff in here. And so we'll just throw these couple files in here just for shits and giggles here. So the next thing you want to do is over on Maschine, and I won't be able to do this because I'm holding the camera with my one hand, but what you want to do is you want to hold down the shift button, and then you'll want to hold down the control button, which is in the upper left hand corner. Sorry if this is a little dark, so I apologize. So hold on a second, let me put down the camera so I can go ahead and hit shift control. Now, you'll see a whole bunch of other things light up, and then you'll see on the LCD screen that I have the template for Ableton Live already brought up. Usually it will start off at template 1. All you have to do is hold down the shift button and then hit the arrow button, and that will go over and here, let me see if I can do that with one hand. If you hold down the shift and then hit the arrow key and go backwards, you have Maschine control, and it's got already set up stuff for you. But we'll leave it obviously on Ableton Live because that's what we're in. So you'll notice that the group buttons, these 4 group buttons, have lit up. These will act as arrows, so you can kind of scroll through Ableton itself. So as you can see here, these 3 are lit up because those are the 3 audio tracks that I just input, those 3 loops. Now, like I said, if you hit one of the arrow buttons, let's just say we go over to the left, that will move these 3 samples, these 3 audio samples over, and then this is track number 1 because this is where Maschine is. Now again, if I hit over to the right, these 3 are going to move over. Now this 16th pad, which is not lit, which would be ultimately track 4, which I don't have one, so it's not lit. So as you can see, it can be pretty easy to kind of, if you have a lot of tracks going on, it's very easy to kind of manipulate and move around with just, using these to, move around. So it's pretty simple. Okay, so ultimately now, acting as a controller, I can now hit these pads and ultimately start those samples. So just for giggles, we'll just hit track 2. So that starts that. If I hit, the third one, so, you kind of get the gist, like, you can now control, like, those things. Now, obviously, it, doesn't sound very good, altogether, but, that'll kind of gives you the gist of how that works. And then again, if you want to go in to actually record your own drums, what you'll do is, you'll go over to Maschine, open Maschine up, go back and get out of the actual controller, and which is just shift and control up here. Put it down real fast. And now you're back in just regular standalone mode, really. And then you can go ahead and record whatever you want. Ultimately, you would just, arm record, hit the space bar to start recording, and then you can just go ahead and just and then ultimately unarm it, hit the space bar to stop it, and then ultimately you can go back in and put it back into controller mode, and then exit out of Maschine, or close the window, and then you can go ahead and edit away. So hopefully this helps you out a little bit. I know it helped me out a lot. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, email me, hit up a website or whatever you want to do. You can contact me. I'll get back to you as fast as possible, and do my best to help you out and answer any questions you may have. If you don't have any questions, then obviously this video probably helped you out. So enjoy the video, or enjoy messing with Maschine, enjoy being an artist and creating something you love. Everybody who bought Maschine is an artist in one way or another, no matter what kind of music they create, whether it's hip hop or rock or industrial. I make industrial music. Yeah, leave a message, leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and I hope everybody has a good time working with Ableton Live and Maschine in conjunction.